Hello, everybody. We are in Amber Lynn's hotel room in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have the day off today. Had the day off yesterday. We're in Phoenix tomorrow. This is my friend Michael Schneider.
How's it going?
Michael's from Seattle. Goes to school at Azusa Pacific. I tell everyone it's in LA, but it's not actually in LA.
No.
Is it in Azusa?
Azusa, A to Z in the USA.
That's good. Michael is doing and has done every date on Warped Tour so far. I've been out since Calgary, so I've just had a couple full days, still learning the ropes. But it's been great. This guy's amazing and is helping us a ton. Wakes up early, sets up the booth, stays up late. How's it going, my friend?
It's going pretty well. I'm not sure if many of you guys have been able to come out to the booth yet, but just so you all know, we are in the Take Action area. That is a heavily asked question. So if you see the big tent that says Take Action, we're somewhere in that area, so you should be able to find us. But it's been pretty fun. A lot of people have been really receptive to us and really welcoming, and the Warped Tour is pretty much the most fun I've ever had in my life. So
it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, I've only been out for a couple of days, but it's just been amazing to see the support, not only from the kids but also from the staff, the people that are part of the tour, and then especially the bands as well. It's a pretty major production, and so there's basically 50 tour buses that make this thing happen, and it's just been really amazing. Just some of the conversations we're getting to have, and people hearing about it for the first time, and other kids that we get to meet that have been following it, and it's been great. And what would you say? What are some highlights for you so far?
Well, on the lighter side, today I was at the pool with Ryan from Yellow Card and Steven from Amberlin, and those are two bands I've listened to since I was in like the 7th grade. So
Michael likes music.
I like music a lot. I've always loved music, so that on the lighter side, those are highlights that happen pretty much every day. But we've been able to meet a couple people, and I've kind of written about them on the blog, on the To Write Love on the Warped Tour blog, and a couple of the people that we've been able to meet have just been really inspiring, and yeah, it's been an amazing experience to just be able to talk to people for a long time and talk about something that I'm really passionate about.
Yeah. What's it been like working with some of the other nonprofits and getting to know people in that area?
There are some very cool nonprofits out there. If you have a chance, please take 10-20 minutes out of your day and go through and stop at the booths. Everyone from Amnesty International to Boarding for Breast Cancer, Skate for Cancer, Invisible Children is out. They didn't get to do Canada, but that's okay. Yeah, there's just a lot of really cool people out there every day, doing kind of the same thing we are and getting to talk about things they're really passionate about. So yeah, take the time and go through the nonprofit area, the Take Action area, and maybe something will catch your eye and you'll be able to do something like this next year.
Yeah. I know for me, a highlight early on, there's 3 comedians that travel with the whole tour, and I got to meet one of the guys, and you could tell that there was more to the story, but he just expressed a lot of interest in what we were doing and had some questions, and we had the chance to talk in Denver, I think it was, and just to spend some time together. And it turned out that he had lost his dad to suicide when he was 8, and had never known the truth about that until he was 13, and so for 5 years basically lived not knowing what had happened to his dad, and just shared some of the ways that it's just been this very broken thing in his family, the way it's affected him and the people close to him, and just had a really incredible conversation, and it meant a lot to see how much it meant to him, and he just made it really clear that he wants to be a part of what we're doing. And it's interesting because his comedy, in his comedy, he talks a lot about these issues because these are things that he's lived with and walked through, and it was just really, I don't know, a really surprising, special moment for me to just kind of in the middle of all the noise and the music and people everywhere, just to have this, very real, very significant conversation. And I know that was a highlight for me. So how many weeks do you have left?
That's what's crazy is I feel like we've been out on the road for a while, but we're out till August 25th.
Yeah. What has it been like?
So it's about 10 or 12 days now.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, coming up on 2 weeks.
Michael's an old pro at this point. He's been called the most well-liked guy on Warped Tour.
But that was a lie. Because Jamie wasn't there yet.
No way.
So.
I don't know. I think for me, I don't think we didn't know what to expect with Warped Tour. We, obviously it's been an amazing ride. It's been a little over a year, and so many incredible things have happened and doors have opened. But with Warped Tour, we didn't know what to expect, and I think it's been incredible. I remember him calling me the first day after the show in Pomona in California, and just me being just blown away by the response and you know what you found there. What was that first day like? Because I'm sure you didn't really know what
The first day, we didn't have really much prepared between the two of us, but the first day was so overwhelming. It was a sold-out show, 17,000 kids, and I swear to you, 14 or 15,000 of them at least walked by the booth. So it was just a non-stop, all-day experience that was nothing like what I was prepared for. So it was incredible. Everybody wanted to talk and everyone wanted to hang out, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty overwhelming, the response so far.
It's cool. I think it's interesting. I think there's so much going on at Warped Tour. Like every day, there's so many bands, so many people promoting things, selling things, just across the board. I mean, everything you can imagine, and so it's easy to feel like a small fish in a big pond, and yet there's something exciting. I feel like there's a few moments every day, like whether it's conversations or seeing a shirt up on stage, where the whole thing just feels really significant, and I feel like it's really an honor to get to be a part of this, and it feels significant. Like I feel like we belong in this setting, and I've had a lot of conversations lately just talking about, you know, all the band support and you know, kind of just people asking questions about that. And I think the thing I come back to is we don't just see these bands as a vehicle to get our name out, but that we really are committed to this culture and this community, and it very much is a community. And I don't know, and just that we think that music is powerful and that music is special. And something I've had the chance to say a lot lately in interviews and things is just that I think for me that songs tend to say things or are able to say things that sometimes a conversation can't. And I know when there's been things that were difficult or days that were difficult, that a lot of times a song can be like a friend in those days. And so I think to me it's really special to see for us to have the chance to embrace this community, but also to feel embraced and really well received by this community. So I don't know, that's just some stuff I've been thinking about. Any thoughts?
I think you've pretty much said everything that's going on in my head, but
it was 118 degrees here yesterday.
It really was. That's not a joke.
But then inside the hotel it's actually 18 degrees. So
yes.
It's really strange.
It's tough to walk in and out, so it's either the Arctic or the Sahara. But
what are you looking forward to, like, as the tour progresses, whether it's places or anything?
I haven't seen a lot of the East Coast. I haven't been many places that we're going on this tour, and it's a lot of first times, so I'm excited to meet different types of people and have different types of experiences, unlike anything I've ever done before. So everything's all still really new. It's crazy that, like, we've been out for 2 weeks. I feel like we've been out for 2 months, because I feel like Warped Tour is just a big family. It is punk rock summer camp, and if you get a chance to go to more than one, maybe you'll even start to notice the way that some of the bands interact or some of the people on the tour interact. But you become a family, and you get to know everybody really well.
Yeah, I know. So it's something that stuck out at me was that element of community, and I mentioned it in a bulletin, but like, you see it in the morning, you know, it's 8 a.m. and we're there with all the other nonprofits, and everyone's helping each other set up, and then you see it at the end of the day when there's this sea of tour buses, and you'll see the bands, you know, riding bikes or hanging out and barbecuing, and there really is this sense of community that I think is really special, and it's a word that we talk a lot about and have since the beginning, and I think it's cool to see it in a different context.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's it. I'm gonna write a blog. This is much easier than writing a blog, but
it's quicker.
I'm gonna do that as well. It's quick time.
Oh.
And we're gonna go in the pool, and then
He's going in the pool. I already went in the pool.
We're gonna go to Phoenix.
Ooh, yes.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.